Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. The House has voted to keep government agencies funded for a year under a continuing resolution plan staving off a government shutdown just days before the September 30th deadline. The plan would commit to a reauthorization of the FAST Act, adding $13 billion to the Highway Trust Fund from general funding. The continuing resolution would permit the spending plan to continue at least until December 11th, fully funding the agencies involved. Total construction starts rose 19% in August, according to the latest Dodge data and analytics, coming in at a seasonably adjusted rate of $973 billion. All three sectors in the building component factors showed an increase: non-residential by 16%, residential by 12%, and non-building by a staggering 40% for the month. However, year-to-date, through the first 8 months of 2020, building starts were 14% lower than registered in 2019. The August Dodge Index rose 19% to 148 from its 141 reading in June. Dodge chief economist Richard Branch says construction starts continue to make up ground from its low in April, but continues to face challenges as we head into fall. The construction starts enhanced picture is being bolstered by the latest from the Association of Builders and Contractors that the backlog indicator is also improving. Rebounding to 8 months in August, that is just off 0.2% from July, according to the latest ABC member survey. The Construction Confidence Index readings improved in August for sales, profit margins, and staffing levels, as each one showed expansion is on the horizon for contractors. ABC Chief Economist Anirban Basal said the August report was a surprise because of the upside from previous months. The presidential order directing federal agencies to waive environmental regulations and streamline infrastructure projects has been released. It shows some 60 projects nationwide are likely to evade the Endangered Species Act, the Clean Water Act, National Environmental Policy Act, and others to hasten the recovery from the virus pandemic. The order eliminates the responsibility for federal agencies to abide by environmental regulations in order to speed up public works projects to create jobs. Virtually every state is affected. A surprising report by the Commerce Department regarding the nation's home building industry. After 3 months of gains, even during the pandemic, housing construction fell 5.1% in August. New homes were started as a seasonably adjusted pace of 1.42 million after a 17.9% surge in July. Despite the drop, home construction remains 51.6% above its April low. Disastrous wildfires in the nation's west and striking hurricanes in the south has left in their wake plenty of damage to contend with for months to come. California, Oregon, and Washington are the most affected when it comes to highway clearance issues. Thousands of trees are said to be sprawled across roadways needing clearance, and workers are spread thin as they work in very hazardous smoky conditions. Then, of course, is the COVID-19 requirements for all workers as work continues as fire conditions allow. In the south, Hurricane Laura created sustained power and water outages and caused the Louisiana ship channel at the port of Cameron to close because of damage. Commercial ship channels are being dredged to ensure safe depth for ships. The situation affects energy supplies and is likely to cause gas prices to rise. Meanwhile, along the Alabama-Florida border, Hurricane Sally caused substantial damage to communities along that coastline. The Pensacola Bay Bridge lost 30 concrete sections after 22 construction barges broke loose from their moorings and the hurricane striking the spans, plus pier damage as well. Skanska started construction of the nearly 3-mile-long bridge in 2017. An accident involving 2 cranes in Austin, Texas recently has generated calls for contractors to develop site plans when multiple devices are on site. The incident injured 22 people, sending 16 for hospital treatment. It happened at the Muller redevelopment project. Austin officials and OSHA are looking into the situation and have said no site plans concerning cranes had been filed by contractors for the project. The massive Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel project off the east coast of Virginia has received its final stamp of approval. The Virginia Department of Transportation has given its go-ahead to the joint venture team of Dragados, Vincenti Construction, Flatiron Construction, HDR, and Mott MacDonald to begin interstate and tunnel work on the 9.9-mile corridor. The massive $3.8 billion project will include 2 new tunnels to the present system and add traffic lanes to the interstate highway. In closing, attitudes are much more important than aptitudes. This is Construction News Tracker, looking over the industry that makes the world a better place. Presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. Follow us on social media at Twitter using hashtag Construction News, YouTube at 4ConstructionPros, and on Facebook at /4ConstructionPros, as the streaming web never ends.
Construction News Tracker is presented by Caterpillar and produced by 4ConstructionPros.com.